not lazy initialization. Already talk about this delete object now. Is help us to delete the object, singleton object at the closure of the application. You have to write this at a destroy function application, and we can save our memory here. Good. Now there is another implementation without using this single lock, without calling this. So what I have to do for that? Instead of using pointer, we can directly use the class object here. Okay, you don't require section lock here. You also don't require the delete object now, since we are allocating memory on stack now. Since this is an object, you can't assign null here. No need to provide lock and unlock here. Sorry. Since this object, we have to pass address to the calling function. Why we are passing the address here, not the actual object? So if we pass the actual object from here, copy constructor will call, and we have number of same object lying around the application, and this also going to hit your performance. Since the delete object is already deleted, we just have to comment it. See, now it's working fine. Just run it. Show debug. It's saying some null. I must have forgot something. See, it's working. It's fine as before. In this type of implementation, your singleton object is created at a program start, not on demand. So this is a trade-off between performance and on demand, because since if your single object is quite big, it's actually might be reading configuration file or something else, then your program performance can be hit at start. This totally depend on the developer what type he want to implement his singleton based pattern. Now I will talk about application of singleton pattern, or I mean to say where we can use singleton pattern versus login. See, every application which is robust usually implement log feature to log various useful messages to figure out our application flow, and if there any mishap in application, that's also logged in our logging file. So generally people implement log as a singleton pattern because IO operation is quite a memory intensive operation. It will help performance. So people implement all their logics of opening a file, writing to file, closing the file, fetching the file in the singleton pattern based log file. It's quite a useful use of singleton pattern here. Again, it's totally dependent on the developer who's working on his application, how he implement his logging feature. But in general, log based or logging is implemented using singleton pattern only. Second is config file handling. See, every application has some static data which is needed to initialize its startup. Even say you are storing all your setting database, but to get the database name and connection as a runtime, you have to store that inside. Now, there are always two options. If you don't implement singleton based pattern class, every time you require it, you have to read it from the file. Or in other case, you just implement singleton based class, which will read all the config file in the beginning, and you can call that config file to get relevant data anytime you want without actually impacting the performance of application, since everything is already in memory. interacting with hardware. You always have unique hardware. If you say, I used to work in a company which has multiple hardware connected to a machine, and you don't want to actually mess up the hardware connection. So what we actually do, we actually implement a singleton pattern for each hardware. So if in the application anybody want anything from the hardware, just call that singleton class. That in turn call the hardware, return the values back to the callee. And they are much more implementation. It's totally depend on the developer to utilize harness power capability of singleton pattern. I'm not saying that it's compulsory, but whatever make your job easy, you have to do it. The end. Here we come to the end of our session. Any question or comment? Please email me at admin@visualcpp.org. I would like to respond to your query and wait for my other session. Thank you.